Hey guys, this is just a quick video response to a couple of videos which popped up on YouTube recently. This is on a video from Jared Polin about the Paralysis of Analysis, a rant, and also a response to that by Dom Bauer. Now in the original video from Jared, he was talking about how everybody's taking all the new equipment like the Nikon D4 and they're comparing it to death. So taking every tiny little pixel and pixel peeping into the corners and just comparing and analysing every last little inch of the camera, and that's really not the point. And you should be out there and photographing the world and improving your skills and improving your creativity and things like that. And then Dom popped in and kind of balanced it off a little bit, argued on the other side saying that it's all okay, and checking and making sure that you know all the ins and outs. And there was a website that he was talking about, I can't remember, this DxO Mark, and where they're scoring all the cameras and being very, very particular about how they're performing, and that's absolutely fine. And you should know, and that's a good tool to use once you're buying your cameras. So obviously that's two varying views, and I believe they were both for each other's arguments, so that they weren't saying that you shouldn't pixel peep or you shouldn't believe what you're reading on these DxO Marks, or in Dom's case that you shouldn't just get out there and buy a camera and shoot. But from my point of view, I just thought I'd put my views out there as well. Obviously we've got two very, very good professional photographers there. Jared over in America, who shoots an awful lot of concert photography, an awful lot of sports photography, and then Dom up in Scotland, which is a great place, and he does a lot of commercial photography and things like that. So from my point of view, as I class myself as an advanced amateur, I'm moving into doing a lot of tennis tournaments now. I'm shooting a lot of professional tennis tournaments, well, not professional tournaments, but shooting a lot professionally at tennis tournaments, and selling some of the images which I'm capturing there. And from my point of view, if I'm going to be buying a camera, I really want to know, actually no, let's rephrase that. If I'm upgrading my camera, because if I want to buy a camera, then the camera I bought originally was a Nikon D3100, which is fantastic. I loved it. It was a great camera. I got some great pictures with it, but I soon started noticing some of the drawbacks and some of the downfalls that I had with it. Mainly shooting an indoor tennis tournament, I couldn't get the ISO capabilities, I couldn't get the ISO performance, so I needed to upgrade. So I upgraded my camera. I just bought the next one which popped up. It was a Nikon D90, absolutely head and shoulders above the D3100 in my opinion. The photos which I was able to capture was far superior, and I was very, very happy with that. If I want to upgrade again, this is where I'm starting to get into the realms now of having to spend quite a bit more money, a substantial amount of more money. So if I was going to go full frame, which I tend to do in the next few months, if I was going to go full frame, I'm going to be looking at the D700, second hand probably, the D3S, the D3, or then obviously the D800, which has just come out as well. That is almost falling into that price bracket as well, and actually seeing the performance of the D800 on the DxO Mark starts putting some doubts in your mind about whether it's better to get a D800 or whether it's acceptable to spend your money on the D700, knowing that that slight little increase in cash outflow in investment is actually going to pay off. Because if it is that much better a camera, you're going to allow your creativity to work even more. That being said, if you're buying a camera now and you're sitting there going, I'm not sure which one to get, this one's quite good, this one's quite good, this one's got a better mark, this one's got a better mark, this one's got better ISO performance past 6400, forget it. Get out there, get a camera and start shooting. Improve your composition, improve your timing, get a feeling of how you're shooting, get to know all the manual settings, get to know some of the flash settings that you're using. It's not an excuse to stop shooting photos. The only way you're going to improve your creativity is getting out there and shooting photographs. So, great videos from both of them, showing both sides of the story, and I think Dom was very, very good in terms of catering for those of you who are going to be spending a vast amount of money. So if you're going to be spending £2,000, £3,000 or dollars, $4,000 on a camera, you want to know categorically that that is the best camera to invest in. But if you're a beginner and you're just kind of toying up between the Nikon D3100 and the Nikon D90, or the Nikon D90 and the D5000, or even the, I'm not too good with the cameras, but the Canon T1i and the 5D, somewhere around there, forget it, just get out there, buy a camera and shoot with it. That's going to be the best way that you can start improving your photographs. And then once you're comfortable, this is a big part for me, once you're comfortable in your photos, once you're comfortable that you can go out and you can come back with a lot of photographs that you're happy with, or maybe not happy with, but happy that you capture to the best of the ability of your camera, then you can start thinking about, well, actually, maybe I should be looking towards getting a better performance body, a body that's going to perform better in low light, or maybe a body that's going to be shooting more frames per second, something like that. So that's my little response, just as a kind of advanced amateur, someone who's trying to really improve his skills behind the lens. I personally believe I'm doing pretty well. I'm enjoying everything I'm doing, and but that's not going to stop me looking very accurately into my next camera purchase. I want to know that I've invested the right money in the right place on my next camera lens. But until that point, get out there, get a camera, start shooting, and improve your photography. Thank you very much, guys. This is Chris. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and check out my website. That is now www.chrisfrosin.co.uk, and I shall see you anon. Take care. Bye bye.